It's a very good performance total, though, with 48, and they deserve it dressed up like that, don't they? If it gets dark, we won't lose these guys, will we? So off they go, with slightly bigger wheels at the back than we see at the front. And already maybe one or two signs it's not that easy to control. He's very high, the driver, and he just went up onto two wheels there. Over Dutch mountains. Oh, the head's gone. Oh, he's gone. He's completely gone. Nobody can steer. Oh, he's into the crowd. What a spectacular ending that was. Let's hope everybody's okay. There's the driver. That's where he comes to grief. He's gone at this point. Can't hold on. Now, the poor fellow in the back can't do anything about it but fly over the barriers and into the crowd as well. The lady in the team is actually expecting a baby, and the driver is her brother, so he's going to be an uncle. He's got a lot in front of him before that happens, and he's already wobbling and he's already gone, and it's a good job that hay bale was there. Here we see it, over the kicker, lot of air, completely out of control, then watch it tip, and look how important the hay bale was for the passenger in the back. Will that make it all the way down to the bottom up there? What do you think? Anyway, off we go. Still there at the moment. Through the chicane. Steering this particular soapbox might be his biggest challenge, because that weight on the top is going to make it very awkward. He's okay up to now. Red Bull alert, still going strong. Landed on the back wheel. I thought he might come a cropper there, but he's managed to keep it going. He's pointing to the crowd.
To see this one coming in. Oh no, there it is.
Here
Massive.
he comes then. Can he go? Oh, he's not the finish line down.
Yes!
All of them work in filtering soil, and they drill it. So hence you can see the drill-shaped soapbox, which is very streamlined and on the way down and looking quick in the early stages too. No problem with the kicker. Just avoided the chicane. Lots of speed early on. Here we go. And they're cruising along here. Now, how are they going to go over Dutch mountains remains to be seen. Not very well nose into the ground, but they've carried on. They missed the berm out altogether. I thought that was going to end in tears, and it does at the end. It's a strange little soapbox, isn't it? How will it cope? Will it be strong enough? And the back door open already. And a little bit wobbly over the kicker. Still a little bit wobbly through the chicane as well. A little bit straighter now and picking up speed. Oh, they couldn't hold it. Couldn't hold it. The writing was on the wall the moment it started to wobble, and when it starts to go like that, and it's quite a tall soapbox, you can never get it back. Look at it go. So the Curacao running team on the way down. What's he let himself in for? Over the kicker. Okay so far, if a bit... Whoa, oh, he's not okay. I thought he was going to keep it going there. He was all right at this point, then it all starts to go wrong. You can tell by the look on his face that he's going to go into the hay bales there. Certainly popular with the youngsters here today. Looks like the space shuttle, doesn't it? Off they go. Well, he's all over the place right from the start, look. Here we go over the kicker. Just about okay through. Oh, he's not. He's... Oh, look at that. Look at this. He's wobbling all over the place right from the start, and he just can't hold it. And he knows there that it's all over. Okay, then, here go the Cowboys. Looks like a ski chalet, doesn't it? Well, it does at the moment. The crack's starting to appear. Oh, there's most of it gone. There's the roof gone. Both sides have gone. They're dragging the roof with them. Still got one side left, which I suppose is a blessing in disguise. Here we go towards Dutch mountains then. Can they get over this? Yes, they can. Heavy, heavy landing. He's finding it really hard to keep it straight. Not many teams have seen go around the berm, but these boys are up for anything. And then over the finish line. This one looks like it's going to be a pretty quick soapbox with the two wheels at the front, which are wobbling already. One at the back. Over they go. That's the kicker to start it off. And already you can see more speed, particularly through the chicane. Look at that through there. Hardly lifting off at all. No brakes needed. Through they go. Lots of speed. Now then, here's the big one. The mountain. Over we go. The wheel went. That wobbly front wheel that didn't look very strong at the start. Couldn't hold out, and I fear this might be a problem for lots of these soapboxes today. It's those big pram-type wheels on this particular soapbox, which sometimes aren't strong enough. It does, though, mean the soapbox is quite quick, and this one, on the eye, looks relatively sharp. Look at the speed through the chicane. And it seems pretty easy to control as well. Look at the concentration in his eyes. Here's Dutch mountains, and he's over that. That front wheel, though, just starting to wobble. Not necessarily sure the front left is all that solid. The right one might go too, and there it is. Well, you can almost predict that, because with those thin wheels, they cannot take the buffeting down the course, and this is where it starts to go wrong. And here they go. It's a Flintstones-themed soapbox, which has got that point on the front to make it streamlined, and the angle on the axle, which might just make those wheels hang on. And oh, it's gone. He's caught the hay, I think, and it's completely collapsed the axle, the front wheel. It slithers down. They can laugh, but they won't get very far. Look at the state of that. You can see the sparks coming off underneath. Let's see whether the run down the slope actually matches the performance at the top. Over the first one, that's the kicker. Not quite as high as it has been in recent events, and again we see those narrow wheels. Whether they'll be strong enough remains to be seen. And he's got a firm grip of the steering wheel, and he flew over that. Absolutely flew over that. This one's hurtling down the course. This is one of the quickest we've seen. Over we go! Oh, he couldn't stop it! What a finish! And they've already got things wobbling around at the front. It's like a big piece of cake, this, on the way down. Will it be a piece of cake? I doubt it very, very much. Although they're not that quick at the moment, but getting quicker. Here's the big one, and they're over Dutch mountains. I'm not necessarily sure this is going to be that quick at the end. They're around the berm, and they're enjoying it, and they're covered in cream and all sorts. And they are over the jump at the end and into the hay bales, which made a real mess of the front. We've got small wheels once more. We've got a low soapbox, and it's over the kicker. And it's all right for now, and it's quite quick, and it's just a single occupant in the driver's seat. Here's the chicane. Don't forget Dutch mountains to come, that very high jump, if they can get there. And they're going to take an awful lot of speed into this jump. This one might take off over here. Over it goes, plenty of air, and it lands safely too, to the point where the driver can celebrate with the crowd. Whether that ear gets over his line of vision, we'll wait to see. Over the finish line, it's a really good run. Now we'll see whether these gangsters can make it down to the bottom with the back doors of the soapbox open already. Nice and wide, this one. Looks the part, doesn't it? Just shaving the hay bales on the way through. Building momentum nicely as they go through the chicane again. Now they've got Dutch mountains on the horizon. So far, so good. Yep, over there okay as well, just about. Landed nose first. It's done something, I think, to the soapbox. It looks a little bit slower than it did at the top of the circuit. Here we come down towards the finish line, and over there as well. So on the way down then, and nice and quick at the start. Landed on the back wheels there. They did well to keep it going through the chicane. A little bit wobbly, still going. I think the bouncing back off the hay bales helped them out there. Through the chicane for the second time. Now they've got Dutch mountains to come. This is the big jump that puts the most strain on the soapbox on landing. And it's quite quick going into it here. Might see a bit of air over this one. Oh, what about that? Very, very spectacular. Landed on the back wheel. It's probably done some damage to the soapbox, but they're still going. It's a really good run, this one, from FRIKAN-DELLE-TIKKERS, and they can celebrate as they move towards the finish line, because they did really well there. One more big jump to finish and a spectacular ending. And off they go. This is the kind of soapbox that usually does well. Relatively big wheels, quite streamlined, but he's wobbling all over the place and he's lost it early on. He's got no control over it whatsoever. But he's okay. Well, he was very lucky there that the front end of the soapbox didn't come off, but he spun so wildly, he's been able to get it back, moving the right way, and off he goes through the chicane. So the baseball Batmobile still going. Here's the big one. The Dutch mountains, all the front's off. Didn't think that would last. But he's still going around the berm. It's spectacular, if nothing else. I'm not sure what that is hanging out the front, but there we go. And over the jump at the finish, and he can't stop it. And there we've got the windmill, and we've got the cheese, and we've got the clog, and we've got the real representation here of the Netherlands for this one. Lots of damage, you feel, could be done to this soapbox with bits starting to fall off. The windmill intact at the moment. Oh, no, it's not. I spoke too soon, didn't I? There's the windmill. He's still got the cheese and the clog's okay, but he might need to get his clog down here for this one, because he needs to go a bit quicker now. Here's the Dutch mountains, and we're... Oh, there's a bit more gone. That's the toe of the clog gone anyway. He's still got the cheese on his head, he's okay. Now he's coming around towards the jump at the finish, and he's over that, and a bit more goes, and he gets there. Right, 50 out of 50. Can he get to the finish? It looks okay as well, this one. Looking forward to this on the way down. The Golden team over the kicker, no problem. They've got the narrow wheels, but they're a little bit thicker than some, which might make them stronger. And he's got lots of speed as he approaches the chicane for the second time. And he's absolutely flown through there. He's going to be quick going into Dutch Mountains, and he is quick going into Dutch Mountains, and it went a long way. Loses a little bit of the soapbox, loses a bit of control, avoids the berm. He's just got the jump at the finish line. He's celebrating already. He knows it's quick. Over the finish line he goes. It's spectacular. It's all about the speed. It's really steep at the top of the circuit, and they will get early speed, or at least they should do. Over the kicker. Now the chicane. They're quite ginger through here. Might need a bit more speed as we go. This is where it starts to get a bit steeper, and they start to gather the momentum. Crowd enjoying it. More of the chicane. The trunk in one piece. Ears okay too, but maybe slightly slowing the soapbox down. Here we go of the biggest of the jumps. Oh, the ears have gone. Ears have gone. Didn't think they'd make it all the way down. There's the berm, and it's all about the finish now. And there's another jump right on the finish line too, which is going to be a test. And there's the final jump. There's the finish line. And got to say, it's one of the most spectacular soapboxes that we've seen. They get big marks here for the creativity and also the look of the soapbox. We'll see whether it's fast. Those talons at the front aiming towards the finish. Over the kicker. And, of course, that the height and width of this might make it difficult when they get towards the Dutch Mountains in a few corners' time. They've got to get through the chicane, and it's nice and smooth through there. It's quite a low centre of gravity because the soapbox is so wide, although, as you can see, not picking up much in the way of speed, and they're trying to coax that little bit more out of it. Over Dutch Mountains, they tended to roll over there. I think they'll remember this one for what it looks like rather than what it does going down the hill. I think the driver would like a little bit more speed, wouldn't he, if truth be known? And he's got to get down towards the finish line. Has he got enough speed to get over the final jump? Oh, well, not quite, no!